with Facebook, it's a disease that people can have. See, they form objects in their heads in the form of people. See, in psychology, they call it objects. Now, there's objects outside in reality, and then there's objects that we can form inside of our heads that are in reality. Now, they call people objects too. A narcissist forms in their head. Idealization, idealized. See, or it's like an idolization, largely projected upon. I mean, if you're just in your heads about it, see, now the complaint I'm having. See, I refuse to just tip over the edge and think that I'm meeting people over Facebook. I know, I didn't just say that I don't know that I'm getting out towards people, like people can hear me and they can see my image. But no, I'm aware of entertainment. I'm aware of, see, I'm an entertainer and I know how to wiggle the airwaves, but what are the airwaves? We were trying to talk about that, in previous videos, that I'm just completely getting distracted, but it's very potent with energy, right? And the language that we hear is very sloppy, but they say, and you can control your own reality. It's like, no, that's not the truth, babes. What you're doing is you can speak into reality and you can cause resonation. Yeah, and you can continue on with a sincere vibration, I guess. And God, this video, I don't like talking about my pain. I've spent a lot of my life celebrating in such a way that gets rid of pain. Music, and being very upfront with that. Music is very feeling. If you do it right, it strikes feeling in others. A lot of people, if they're not used to feeling feelings, then they're mystified by it. Like, and I like to hit a dynamic, like a place of like stardom, or like, I guess the shock value is good. I would love to talk about how I feel about relationships and human relating. See, there's a lot of irresponsible people here that do not value the fact that a relationship is like, um, it's a soul thing. It's either evolving your soul or it's de-evolving it. That's the truth. See, a lot of people like my narcissist videos here, and we don't like narcissism. See, I think the money scene, the money game that we all have to play, supposedly.
She's so special. Oh, she's so wonderful. I just love her so much. Oh, she's a little baba. She's part of me, little baba. Oh, the baba. She's a dragon. Interesting.
Now, getting back to the subject matter of relationships, how I never really talk about it, but no, it's obvious that, see, there isn't anything more important. The saying goes, the universe is our relation with each other. And to me, it's just saying, well, really, I mean, yeah, we all know what a cutoff it is to associate with narcissists. Oftentimes, it's hard to tell who's who because you have to end up like cutting your losses because, well, maybe you find that, like my last video, how confusing it sounded, and I hope you watch it. It's where I'm wearing this shirt here. That we don't know, like, even our own value after a while, and we could lose everything because they are, like, devaluing. If it's too easy for them, it's probably no fun, I guess, but oh man, I think that social media is the answer. And it's not a coincidence that the video that I'm about to put up, I keep neglecting to do it, but it was suggested already to me. It says maybe you should refresh, and the one video that got you all these likes and all these subscribes about narcissism. See, the reason why that it's like that, that the algorithms, they naturally see that the thing is set up for it. It's just to naturally try to start the game, start the video game, which is there's two players here, and I'm not talking about two players going against each other. No, but there's the non-human faction, which is just narcissism. And what video game? Where is that, Shauna? It's right here. You're looking at it. And see, I made a video, and I'm gonna refresh it. It's kind of a touchy subject matter about the kind of narcissists who they prey on human needs by gifting. The peculiar thing that you'll notice about a narcissist, I don't know if I mentioned it on here, but I don't know, they're just incoherent, but really it's just a sign that there's not a real connection. You actually really are in need. Maybe you are injured, right? Think with me. There's many scenarios that you know that this is happening. They gift you with all this, but then they send you a bill later. How about that? Making you codependent. How about that? By way of, well, what if you do think that, well, now a man-woman relationship is forming, perhaps, and that's kind of a natural thing, but who is confused about what? See, where does it get complicating? Well, when people start to feel like they can't get out of instability, for one, right? And number one is like we want to feel stable. And some of those relationships are built on instability, right? Like particularly the one that, man, if you think with me a bit, the monetary system is like designed to keep in perpetual motion this energy coming out of that sense of scarcity and not ever being able to meet, or the deadline. There's a deadline, and really what it means is that they have you tethered, because now, and the more heavily you are tethered by their bills, system or whatever, probably supposedly, yes, material, whatever you think is more real than having a good quality relationship when you're moving through it. Damn video game, anyway. Um, yeah, sorry, I lost my place there. There was a punchline that I was supposed to come onto, and that's come up a lot. As far as I've already made 2,000 some odd videos, I think, well, I should start making some up ahead of time too. I think that's fascinating that you can make some 2 years ahead. So anyway, back to the quality of the human relationships that you conduct. Really, ultimately, it's the kind of person that you are being to yourself. See, I'm having to look through all of this shit, man. You know what we all need to do? We have to get away from the EMF waves, bombardment. You have to start doing healing. See, unfortunately, your whole life, daily ritual life now, if it's not entailing moves that ensures that you will live healthy, say you are shielding yourself against the EMF waves, you're eating foods that keeps it from interacting from your innards outer. You see that nanoparticulate matter, and it's a big good luck with it for a lot of us, right? How about that water that you're trying to drink into you that is the best for you? And it's just, wow, how horrible it is here. Pardon me, while something, Chiron is squaring, it's squared to that Mars square stuff that was happening. And, it's a form of, when you're looking into it as a healer, when you're doing therapy, you have to look into these things, and you see the wound, and you're like, and you want to, if you can, you want to get whatever is causing the wound, get it out of there, and that doesn't feel good. It feels like crap, and now you have to clean it. Oh, God, it's miserable. But once you do, and you see, now that means it's there, you have communicated with it, you've communicated about it, and then now it's time to close it up, right? Can we do that? Can we do it? Can we do it? See, I can see it's like, oh man, I can't appreciate the control system, right? How many people here hasn't gotten sick from it? People work and work and work until that one day, they just burst. It like just they it's like short of dropping dead. They end up in the hospital with something that has built up on them because they have ignored how they felt. They died, what is the saying? They die at the age 25, but they just keep working until the age 70 or something, right? That's the saying. It's just like that's the workforce out there. That's the money system. And here I am looking really odd talking about all of this. Because why? Well, does it feed me to talk bad about money? Ask money. I've never seen it talk or walk or anything. It's just the same, like the reason why guns are there. It's like they're not dangerous. People are dangerous. And money is no different. It's probably the silent killer. Yeah, for sure it is. Unfortunately, like a lot of our weaponry, let alone just people themselves taking part, right? It's either good for you or bad for you. Are you doing it consciously, in other words? And if you can imagine the kind of human being that is there trying to do that, are they good for other people when they are there? I say yes if they say, it's a good idea to wear EMF wave proof clothing and also yeah, eat these certain kinds of foods and minimize your contact with the world itself. Just say fuck the world and do a mantra that is like the 528 hertz. If you get next to those people and you become one organism, like just what is it, and now you're taking care, of course you're going to feel better and you're going to become affected and it's going you're going to be influenced in a better way than catching the flu, that's for sure. Perhaps getting back to those wounds and shit, how hard it is to clean out and detox from the life that people are used to. And if you're free enough, you can chop patterning down, especially financially, right? Because a lot of times our financing is hooked into patterning that can be very destructive, like I was saying. And so, but it doesn't have to be. You can be somebody who actually provides a service that is needed for people. I feel like I'm being stupid in a lot of ways. And no, what it is a stupid system out there that says, no, you can't just sit there and beg for money. It's like, well, actually, no, if I believe it, but no, if I be with it. See, my Facebook page, babe, and I hate to be like this, but no, it's fucking pathetic. I think I was trying to talk about this in the very beginning, about about the problem, the plague that's happening, the objects in the head, okay, but no, not so much these. I got sidetracked about the fact that no, you can read material and you can be a great entertainer and you can attract like 125 likes just from one article that you're a creator. A creative person inspires people to just even want that kind of thing. See, I've attracted a lot of writers and people who like to read, and a lot of people who read, and a lot of people who like to write. That's pretty much it. You know, even though it was my content was more important to me, they're just shocked about how that I got to their mind about it all, and it is important content too if they really look at it. But it's such heavy duty content. A lot of times I'm the guru. I'm talking about how to meditate and why and enlightenment, right? And then when I turn around and sound like Adolf Hitler because I have a bill to pay, really, it's way in the background that I have a bill to pay, but I'm just so irritated. And it's not that bill. See, oh God, I hate this video. I'm talking about it, but it's like, okay, Neptune high. What's going to become of me, Neptune? I'll be fine. I have a spiritual passage. We all do with Neptune. And for me, if I've been spiritual long enough, which I have, and it's always worked for me, I'm purely intuitive. I'm being attacked, I'm pretty sure, and I'm trying to make the best out of it. Say, by the way, did you know you were playing the enemy? It's like I'm this stupid fucking Aquarius moon who, in my personal relationships, I'll like knock on the door. I've done this before. Hi, hi. I saw my boyfriend at your house. He stayed overnight. His car was there all the time, and I'm walking in there. I'm like, is that his stuff on the couch? He's in the shower right now. Tell me, did you guys have sex last night? Oh, I'm sorry. Does this seem weird? I don't mean to make you uncomfortable or anything. Just want a yes or no answer. I'm fine. I know it's you're gonna have breakfast right now. That's me. That's me, a fucking Aquarius moon that just wants to have a conversation. It's like, well, by the way, now click out of this. Did you know that you're playing the enemy right now? Totally made of the cabal. I mean, you don't seem to know how to make a real life natural connection. You're just trying to buy yourself into my life because now I went down and I needed them. How sad because you try, comment section down below. You try to make it a human association, but is everybody way too fucking busy? How fucking lonely people are, man. And I promise you, see, I want to get away from being, first of all, feeling like I need to get out of here, so I just have to get out of here. And I have to sell out to do that, right? And here I am, just I know now. It's like, see, I don't want to be somebody who's like, all right, now I can have a relationship because I have a bunch of money. See, I tried to talk to you about my friend, who she owns a piece of property, and she's semi good looking. She might be able to find a partner. In fact, she thinks she needs one, uh, and it's a pretty good size property, and the house it's terrible because she could keep it if she found a good partner. She's been told to wait. People are telling her to wait, 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 and she's just turned 50, and it's like, I'm not gonna wait. It's not happening now, babe. It's not happening. I will relieve myself, and when I do, I know how to relieve other people. First of all, you don't bring them such the energy and confusion and troubles that because you can't change and you don't know your way, that now it's everybody else's responsibility to pay for it somehow. I don't know. I accept divine timing in my life, but I'm not putting it past social media and like one person there is just. It's sad because the video game is set up by the cabal, by Satanism. By the way, I mean most likely you are set up by Satanism. What is Satanism, Shauna? Oh, um, God, we can get into another video about that. I guess this is my next video that I'll talk about. And I do this to stop pain, but my problem doesn't go away, which is I don't have much money. I'm supposed to make a little money, right? And see, the thing is that they monetize this thing. Somehow I can put, like, I can share my Patreon account to like a description, like I can put a link in. I don't know how to do that yet. That's how ambitious I am. I've never been somebody ambitious to make money just to make money. I'm a creative person, mainly. I think that that's all coming through a wire to me. I've taken my creative ability to money making jobs, and I'm getting to the point right now. I'm hoping that I can. I'm a proud worker of a lot of things. It's just a matter of if you want to play that game or not. I'm not interested in it. It's just to make money, right? And I've never done it to just make money. I've done it because I felt good for one. Now, particularly yard work. Yard work, I've done it literally for my health. I would fall apart if I would be out of shape to this day. I would be terrible shape if I didn't choose yard work as a money making thing to do. And that I just happened to be. It's just the right thing to do up here. At the very least, take care of your damn yard, right? When you come up here, that's what they say. But you should be taking care of the whole earth. But anyway, I think we should release our. I would. Oh God, don't you wish that this madness would end? I do. Is it the same when you die? Do you just have to go up out of your body and then fight for your fucking life? You see a whole universe out there, and you see home, you feel home, and you know that this is all of your belongings, and I can do anything I want here better than any density crap down there, the so-called bullshit and love, right? How many near-death experiences have you investigated? come across that story where it's like, how rude! You sent me back. This is my place. This is mine. A home. Me. Love. I don't want to go back there. I was mangled up and it's looking like sure death to begin with. And but you have to somehow be savvy enough. See, my only hope is that we don't have the hindrance of our fucking minds that are getting bombarded by the EMF waves and every other wave, and just the look on our face and how we are here with the illusion of it all. And because what if we get bigger? You know, our souls get big, and we become a funner place to be. How about that? Like we can become a whole galaxy or something, you know, that shimmers with life, and you are just every grooving thing there. And you don't forget it. Boy, Shauna needs help, doesn't she? Well, all of us do. Try to just keep trying to dodge the system, man, and that's what I've been trying to do. I'm not trying, that's what I've been doing. And that's why we come up to the city. I mean, up to the mountains, to tell you the truth, right? Isn't that like one of the original reasons, like the thing you'll see like a Rambo out there in the mountains eating a fish and it's just saying fuck the world, and it's day in and day out and you wonder what's happening? Well, you would be surprised. You know, if it depends on what mountain area, their coffee is amazing. In the morning, if you like coffee, I mean, to attract you, it's like it's a genuine experience, you know? I mean, you've seen the movie Tarzan. You know, Tarzan does not stay there. I think he does pretty good in the tuxedo, but then no, something went wrong and he had to go back, you know, and I don't blame him. I don't. You can never take the jungle out of Tarzan, and it's the same with me. You would never be able to take the mountains out of me. Um, I'm getting crunched here by so-called wannabe, so-called civilization. It's see, there's a certain kind of people, and now I don't want to get into this Christian bit or anything because I could be for Christ. For sure, I'm for Christ, baby. I know what Christ means. All right, it's not a last name. Here comes my cat. Please send a donation for just torture me because I am going through torture. If you haven't noticed, it is torture. You can't really have animals. You're doing a survival game with them. They're laughing at you. The Chinese are because well, not only is it that survival game like well, I don't know about you, but I do. I feed my animals more than if it's a choice. The money. Is Shauna going to eat, or is her cat and her chickens going to eat? Well, of course, her cat and her chickens are going to eat, and she's not. And it's getting okay. So I've had chickens for 12 years. Minute 35. I'm gonna probably spontaneously just take my chickens out of here and clean up the area over there. In a lot of ways, it worries me that I'm thinking about that because the truth is those living things they flash back my well-being at me. They flash back the love that I'm capable on a very here now. It's very healing to be around animals, and I would love to say, hey, pitch in on the fact that I want to maintain my vortex that happens to stem out. If you come and visit me, you'll see that I try to. You'll see that I'm kind of just living my life here the way that I would live it if I could with whatever I get. So, but it's time for some stuff to end. Maybe I might, you know, I think that, well, very bad, that I would spend more time here if I didn't have the obligations to out there. See, it's like, okay, so get rid of the chickens, and then what do? I get rid of my yard. My yard is a big expanse thing that, to tell you the truth, I love that it keeps me in shape. Like I was telling you, the yard work, I mean, when you do it right, when you do physical work like that, but you do it right. See, if you're doing it for money, you're probably most likely not doing it right. You do it for your health when you're doing physical work, right? You don't do it for money. I don't know. Sorry. Thanks for listening.